It clearly doesn't care. It's just, here's some shit. And we think it's funny, or at least we did when we were smoking whatever we were smoking.
Oh.
What was that?
That's, what's his name? Nostalgia Theory or whatever?
Doug Walker.
Doug Walker. Yeah, that is indeed Doug Walker. He has periodically put out funny stuff. It's mostly when he's baffled that he's
Did
funny.
we all see what that was?
Yeah. That was him going live. We're now live. Am I the only one going on camera here? Come on, guys. You got to join me. What the heck?
Okay. All right. Let me just put on
put on pants. You sick fuck. This guy always writes with no pants on. I know it.
I find pants comfortable.
All right, they're gonna say I find pants uncomfortable. I can't wear them. They impede my ability to come up with horny ideas.
Pants are an illusion. So is death.
Adi, where are my pants?
Pants are an illusion.
Alrighty, so this just barely got released today, and Mr. Bo wanted to show us, and we decided that why not do it live? I need to get as much out of my free month of StreamYard as I can, so why not? Let's have some fun.
Yes. Also, it's written by Quaid, who is here as well.
Indeed.
Hello.
And I was just an innocent bystander that got
roped into this whole thing.
Yeah. I mean, I thought it was pretty funny when I was recording it, but I don't know. We'll find out if it cuts well together. Let's see.
I'm excited. Let's do it.
Theorist, rise.
Classic
Watto
Lord
refused
Inquisitor
to sell
dumb.
Anakin to Qui-Gon.
Just
Let's explore the depths of it in the
through my
video.
intro.
If you enjoy deep dives into Harry Potter or Game of Thrones, check out our sister channels, Half-Blood Theorist and Three-Eyed Theorist. Links in the
Is me
description.
or can you guys hear it?
Whenever you gamble, my friend, eventually you lose.
You eventually lose, my friend.
can't have him.
You can't have him. Not today. Not never.
I'm sure they can settle.
Can
Qui-Gon
you
accepts
hear
his
it?
threat to be the end of Watto's refusal to oppose
I can
bargain.
hear everything.
The
Yeah.
Oh, I can't. Maybe
I
it's me thing, but that's fine. I could just read the subtitles.
I'll just read and make sure it's still funny. Okay. A lot of it is
Harry
me doing
considers
voices.
for a moment. But then he flutters close to Qui-Gon and jabs his stubby finger at his chest.
Fine then. I'll see you in court. Hot court. Sorry about that. It's my ringtone. I gotta take this.
He flies off to answer the call, leaving Qui-Gon to wonder what he's just gotten himself into. He looks around at this strange remote planet teeming with criminals and lowlifes. He has no idea how court might work. But
That's
then
how you
looks
know
at
it's going to be
Anakin
a
being hoisted up
comedy.
by his friends.
Quay put
and
like a
decides that
comedy
he will
beat
fight
right
this
at the
however
start to be
must.
like,
It's gonna be funny.
When Watto returns, the pair present their dispute to Jabba, who is in the middle of studying his
I
face
think
and
I'm
lost
just gonna
Esperina's
join
snack
on
bar.
YouTube
Jabba initially tells them
because
to handle
I
it on their
can't
own,
hear
but
it,
when
so
they
I'll
press him,
just
he
join
sighs and tells them to appear.
not Quaid, Blood Ravens YouTube.
Okay, yeah. If you want to
Right.
just talk in the chat, we'll call you.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Okay.
Yeah, sounds good.
Love you, pal. Thanks for joining.
No, bro.
Yeah.
The courthouse in 3 days. Qui-Gon and Watto spend the next few days preparing their cases and calling their lawyers. But the news does not remain quiet. When the word gets out that a Jedi is suing Watto, citizens are intrigued, and soon it is the only thing the city can talk about. Merchants traveling off-world soon spread
I
the news
love
to their
this
own
idea,
customers,
Quaid, of
while
like the
posts
whole
on
city
holodeck reach
being
all the way to
engrossed by
Coruscant,
like
where
somebody
one drone
finally
takes
called
notice.
out like a
AX,
bad
JN5,
trade
the
deal,
owner,
and they're like,
Anchor,
"Well,
all
I'll
of
take
the
you to
course.
court, to hot court."
Oh, wow.
So funny.
Wow, we have to get to use that courthouse we built.
That should have been a line, Quay.
Yeah, I was
That's
kind of
funny.
implied.
Yeah.
Arguing that he should be allowed to own people. You heard that right, folks. Right now, a Jedi Master is planning to sue a business owner for the right to own his slave boy. For years now, I've been saying that the Jedi are suspicious with their secretive rituals, their force-given powers, and how they claim children from across the galaxy and rip them from their mother's arms. Well, now they're going completely mask off and buying kids from backwater worlds. Thankfully, this brave Toydarian is standing up to big religion and exposing the truth. You best believe we're going to be on the ground floor, reporting everything that happens in this trial.
That soon becomes the story spreading
So
through
that's my
Coruscant, and when
Alex
the Jedi Temple
Jones
gets word-
voice. I don't know. How do you guys feel about my
I
Alex?
feel like that's so funny. That's so hilarious. That's great.
Quaid
I
has
love
put
it.
him into, I think, several. This is like what, the third or fourth episode? This
Third or fourth.
Hey, it works. It's very funny.
I mean, it's not a hard voice to do. You just have to believe in the fact that you believe in the lies that you spout. It's not that hard. It's not that hard at all, folks. The Jawas are turning the freaking sandworms gay or whatever.
And remember, you have to push for supplements.
Yeah. Yeah, what's it?
Crate dragon teeth can be ground up to give you a huge erection, huger than you've ever had before.
It's just your faces more. Well, probably Boba, since he shows his face more often than me.
Yeah.
Also, yeah, we can slow it down a little. This is not a long episode. We could slow down the.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. Okay. I think that Lord Inquisitor Dunn's brain just moves too quickly. He's like, I need to go at least a little bit faster than regular.
HD brain.
Qui-Gon, what the criff are you doing on Tatooine? I'm getting reports from every holonet that you're suing some Toydarian machine shop owner.
Yes, Master, I am. I found a potential recruit for the Jedi Order, and I'm working to secure his freedom from his master. We had an agreement, but he went back on it.
So you really did try to buy a slave boy?
Technically, he rejected my payment offer. I instead gambled on pod racing for his freedom.
Lucas, help me. Qui-Gon, listen to me right now.
That's Quaid's
Let that
favorite
child
line
be.
for his
He
comedy
is not worth
scripts.
the risk.
Lucas, help me.
Now before this thing gets worse.
I believe this boy is worth every risk. I think he might be the chosen one.
Stop this madness. You understand that there are journalists breathing down our necks, calling for the Jedi Order to give a statement about this issue. How are we supposed to explain that you want to claim a child you won, betting on pod races?
Don't worry, Master. I have everything under control.
Don't worry,
I know
Master.
things look bad now, but once I present my case, I think we'll be able to win over the court.
Qui-Gon, this isn't even your original mission. What about the Naboo crisis? What about Queen Amidala?
Don't worry. I'm protecting her. She's
Don't worry.
As for
Come
Obi-Wan, I
on,
sent Obi-Wan
guy.
ahead to plead Queen
Got
Amidala's
everything
case on
under
her behalf.
control.
Now, if you'll excuse me, I must get to the courthouse. When the time comes for the hot
So
court to
Quaid,
convene,
I have a
over
question.
dozen news-
Pause. I added a couple more of those in. Are you okay with that? Because
Yeah, that was good.
I like the opening joke of like,
That's my cell phone. I gotta go. Ching ching.
like, and that's like it was supposed to be a cell phone ring, but like,
Yeah.
I thought it would be funnier if every time somebody like it was like a hard cut to the next scene, like to just add it in because that's how the show works. You know, like we got to do it.
Indeed, I agree. That's really funny.
Organizations from the HoloNet arrive to witness the trial. At their head is AXJN5, who all but shoves a microphone into Qui-Gon's face. They are joined by thousands of citizens who are curious to see what will happen, many calling Qui-Gon a slaver and a monster. They question why the Jedi are resorting
And
to
a
a lengthy
monster.
legal battle, and if this will set a precedent for future recruitment. Although Master Coleman Trebor often counseled Jedi to remain silent when forced to speak in high-pressure situations, Qui-Gon cannot bring himself to keep his thoughts contained.
Well, I cannot speak for the Jedi's policy. I personally believe that the Jedi have a duty to fight children.
That's
with force,
actually
to
really
touch and
funny,
protect
too.
them. If it means buying them from slavery, then so be it.
As Qui-Gon prepares to head
Then
inside,
so
the crowds
be it.
part for a single droid. When some Gamorrean guards try
All
to stop
right.
him, the
We have
droid
to talk
hands
about
them
this
his
as well.
identification papers.
This
Okay.
this droid, DL5. Quaid, do you want to talk about DL5 or should I?
You should do. You should do. It's your character.
So DL5 is a character from one of our Halloween episodes that I fucking love. And he was a detective being like, I'm here because somebody called me. And like, that's this whole thing where he's like, I need to be here to solve the mystery. And like, as soon as you came up with this idea, I'm like, what if that same droid is also like, I also moonlight as a lawyer. I can do whatever I need to get through in this guy. And then Quaid also added that he has children. So I'm like, I want to know what his children like. Are they like little like robot like Roombas and stuff? My baby Roombas need feeding. So I don't know. Like I love the idea of this droid coming back also
Like
for like a ton of comedy scripts, maybe because that you will agree, Quaid, that was that Halloween episode was a comedy script.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah. So shouldn't this be our comedy droid? Like he should come back all the time.
Yeah, I think so. I think we have a decent cast of comedy characters now. We have
Mhm.
Alex Jones bot. We've got those 2 clones always kill Palpatine.
That's true. We got DL5, and then we also have Ben Quadraneros now has like a real voice.
Yeah.
You know, when I was trying to figure out his, I mean, I guess we'll talk about that when we get there. I'll talk about that when we get there. I'm sorry, but yeah, DL5 is a recurring character, and he is in the last episode a detective who solves murders, and in this one he is a lawyer who's like, I may be a simple desert droid who doesn't know nothing from shit spit, but here I am to tell you exactly how this went down.
All right, let me turn it on.
Now, son, let's not do anything we'll regret. My name's DL5, attorney at law.
DL5, thank you for coming here on such short notice. I'm sorry you were dragged into this mess.
Oh, pitch polish. Jedi messes are my specialty. In fact, they're what's putting my kids through college.
You have children. How?
That ain't important, my friend. What matters is putting an end to this nasty business. Slavery has never sat well with me.
Inside, Jabba is already waiting at the judge's bench, a powdered wig draped over his head, while the jury of his peers chats impatiently. These include his uncle, Zero the Hutt, his nephew, Gorga, his twin cousins, Gardola, his twin cousins, Gardola, and several other close associates. Watto is already waiting for them, and seated beside his lawyer. Qui-Gon does a double take when he sees him.
Ben Quadraneros, are you a lawyer? I thought you were a pod racer.
Well, technically, I am a lawyer by trade.
Okay,
Pod racing is just a hobby and a way for me to pay off my student loans. But this will help me cover everything as well as rebuild my shattered practice.
Yes, and with him.
Okay, so Ben Quadraneros voice. I couldn't find a Ben Quadraneros voice except for a pod racing video game for the PS2, where he's like, "Oh, you good," and he's like, "Oh, well, I don't know." So I'm like, okay, well, I guess I'm gonna just do this voice, and that's what I did. I think it worked out pretty all right. Like it's pretty funny. I don't know. You guys tell me. Tell me
Yeah,
if
I
you
think
hate.
so. It was funny. I think it fit him.
You think it fit him? Okay. With his giant head and his tiny arms and like clearly no intestinal tract. Like how does he eat and shit? I don't know. I feel like it just goes right out the other end.
I mean, if you watch the regular show, he kind of reminds me of the giant floating beard guy.
Right. Yeah. All right. Lord Inquisitor, press play.
We'll take you for everything you have, you lying cheats. Right down to the clothes of your back. Now, trust me, son, you don't want to see a Jedi without the clothes on their back. I'll tell you that much.
Enjoying the story? You can listen to these on the go. Search Darth Theorist or Three-Eyed Theorist on your favorite podcast service. Links are in the description. Now, back to it. Jabba slams his tail into the ground and beckons everyone to rise. His protocol droid announces that the Honorable Jabba is here to personally preside over the case, mainly because he is tired of feeding prisoners to his rancor. He allows the two sides to give their opening statements. It soon becomes clear that the Hutts have little care for courtroom decorum, as DL5 goes first, explaining how his client is just a normal Jedi doing his duty. He is constantly interrupted, contradicted, and challenged by Ben. When he raises this with Jabba, the Hutt only shrugs, stopping it only when Ben fails to amuse him, forcing himself to remain professional. DL5 goes on about how Qui-Gon saw a child in distress and decided to save him. He also insists that Anakin is force sensitive, so the Order has an interest in meeting with him. Meanwhile, Ben argues that his client
I love
Watto has
how
no
we have to go through
contractual
the
obligations
Star
to
Wars
release the child.
semantics, being like, well,
As
we
the
have to
trial
at
begins,
least
Ben
explain how this
tells
courtroom
Qui-Gon to
drama
stand.
makes sense.
The questioning is simple enough. What agreements did they make that led the Jedi to believe Watto must give up the child? Qui-Gon explains how he wanted the boy freed once he conducted a blood test and saw how high his midichlorian count was. When he approached Watto, he offered to buy Anakin outright, but the junk shop owner refused. Instead, this led them to agree on a wager, where if Anakin won the Boon to Eve Classic, then Anakin would be given his freedom.
So, let me ask one thing. If the boy was not force sensitive, would you still try to buy him?
No. I mean, yes, but for different...
Your Honor, objection. I fail to see the relevance of that question to the issue at hand.
Jabba just lolls his tongue as he slurps up a Cthulhu patty frog and gestures to the opposing counsel. Ben doesn't answer, instead glancing over towards the crowds, where the camera droids are recording how Qui-Gon admitted that he wouldn't have freed a child in slavery if it didn't suit him. Once he's sure they have captured enough of Qui-Gon's hesitation and posted it across the holonet, the lawyer offers a shrug and an apology before resuming his questioning.
To be clear, this wager was only agreed to after you had attempted to buy the boy and were refused.
That is correct.
Interesting. Because I understand the Jedi Order considers slavery an abhorrent practice, and yet here you are, practicing slavery as your first instinct. Tell me, does it seem like the actions of a man who finds slavery evil?
Objection! My client was not practicing slavery. He was purchasing a slave in order to buy his freedom.
Oh, yes. How convenient. The noble Jedi is willing to spend thousands of credits just to free some innocent child. And yet he just admitted he wouldn't have freed this boy if he wasn't force sensitive. We only want the truth. And the truth is, the Jedi is a suspicious individual who cannot be trusted, just like the rest of the Jedi Order.
Objection! Man is not just a
Objection!
Okay,
hold on.
What are you saying?
This is Quaid actually wrote a Jabba line like and I'm like, okay, I will record this. And then later on, he didn't have those, so I just kept doing them, and I think that I improved the episode by doing it. Am I wrong, Quaid? Come on.
Yeah, I realized. Do I want to keep having Jabba talk? Like, maybe I should just get a translator, Joy. Get debate.
Well, you need to have it because it's funnier when the droid when he says something like and then the droid's like Jabba says this, and then later you didn't have those long moments, and then I just made noises like I was like, oh, it's like Jabba feels bad about this. Like I just made it like. Okay, well, we'll keep watching, but you'll see.
Overruled, because the mighty Jabba agrees with the statement. The Jedi are, in fact, scum.
Well then, mighty Jabba, Attorney Benjamin.
That is not my name.
There is another statement you might be inclined to agree with. Whatever you might say about my client or his little religious order, the fact of the matter is, the business deal I just described is not only perfectly legal on Tatooine, but commonplace. If we start questioning this, we're going to have to question every friendly wager amongst friends. What does the defense have to say about that?
Except you have no proof of this alleged agreement. There were no witnesses. You have not produced any contract that explains this deal in writing. All we have here is the word of this man. Where is the evidence?
To that, DL5 cannot argue.
I gotta
He
say,
leans over
Ben
and asks if
Quadranero's
Qui-Gon
pretty good
truly-
lawyer. Maybe we have him come back as a lawyer in another episode. Quaid.
Yeah,
it's like, oh fuck, it's Ben Quadraneros. He's the best lawyer on fucking Naboo now.
Yeah, because I based him off Lionel Hunt for The Simpsons. Because he's terrible, but he wins every case he gets.
Yeah. He's hated me ever since I ran over his dog. What? Well, replace the word dog with son and ran over with repeatedly.
Let me check.
We have to make sure that Quaid's dog didn't get run over repeatedly by Lionel Hutz.
And get the contract in writing. The Jedi
This is how we know that
Master
Quaid is
nods
funny.
and
Though.
says that he assumes
Lord
that
Inquisitor,
Watto-
are you Simpsons familiar? I don't know. Aren't you Mormon or some shit? You probably
So my mom actually said stop me from watching it, not because it was bad content, but because she thought it would rot my brain and make me stupid. But I haven't had the chance to yet. I've watched some other stuff, I've watched bits and pieces of a couple episodes of South Park, like the Mormon episode of South Park, which is really funny.
Yeah. So the Simpsons is the early Simpsons, maybe seasons 4 to 8 is some of the smartest humor you'll ever see. Where they almost pioneered a new form of humor, which is something that you can't really do anymore, which is it was anti-humor where it's the joke is the joke, but then the joke also branches off into another joke that contradicts the joke it just told and then goes back to the other joke that was the original joke, and you're like, oh my god, this is too much for my brain to handle. How is this so funny? Everything about it is so much funnier.
Yeah, I watched one episode, but I didn't really get it. Maybe
that's the next show, Lord Inquisitor. We'll go through some of the best episodes of The Simpsons, and you can decide whether or not it's funny or not.
No, I think The Simpsons, from what I've seen of it, seems like it was funny. It was just that I was too young to get it at the time. I think I was only 5 when I saw my first episode. I think I didn't really get it. It was on just on TV. at a hotel, and we were just watching, and I was like, I don't understand what's going on fully. I just remember Homer got abducted by a couple of gang guys.
Oh, is it
And then-
Brazil? Right?
Hired goons. Yeah.
Yeah.
Goons.
Yeah.
Hired goons.
And then there was another one that was sandwiched, was right after a Yu-Gi-Oh episode that I watched when me and my family were living in Hawaii for my dad's job.
Also known as When They Were on the Run, Quaid. Just so you know. I'm just making up lore for you. I don't know if it's true or not. The way you didn't deny it, though, makes me feel like maybe it's real.
No, it's more boring. We
weren't on the run. We were just running away from the
Maybe
government.
he was also on the run for a while.
No, we just went there because my dad teaches people how to take the LSAT, the test to get into law school.
Right.
And the people at BYU Hawaii were like, we will pay to have you and your family come, and we will pay your plane ticket for your plane tickets and your room and board for you to come teach your class here. And so we just lived there for 3 months. And it was honestly really fun. I was one of the few Howley kids that like rough housing, and got in really good with the poly kids that lived in the student housing. It was really fun.
All right. Well, so what about The Simpsons? No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, it was. I just watched like 5 minutes of something with Mr. Burns in a court in some kind of boardroom meeting, but I didn't understand it at all.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, next
Trustworthy person.
All right, let's
The
go.
droid attorney glances over at the Toydarian, who is adjusting his trousers and taking the opportunity to scratch himself, then sniff his hand. DL takes a deep breath and realizes just how much work he has to do. The droid calls the one witness he does have, Jar Jar Binks. He happened to be nearby when the deal was allegedly struck and claims to have overheard everything. Jar Jar claims that this is the sort of thing Qui-Gon would do, and that he had the money to pay for the exchange. However, Ben objects and says Jar Jar is not fit to stand trial. He looks mentally deficient and could have been strictly saying these things. Jabba overrules this, mostly because he finds Jar Jar's speaking pattern hilarious. He does allow Ben to question the Gungan as well.
All right then. Mr. Binks, you say Qui-Gon was prepared to pay for the boy. Tell me, what is a Jedi doing with 20,000 credits just lying around?
Oh, that's an easy one. We saw smuggling Herza out of the planet. Objection. None of this has anything to do with the current case.
It has everything to do with it. This man was offering to pay my client with credits taken from an occupied world and is smuggling a child from said world. And I think my client is entitled to know these things. Tell me, Mr. Binks, what was Qui-Gon's plan for young Anakin's mother?
Oh, she so wanted to take her to a nice big farm where she's not going to have to worry about Anna.
Excuse me? A nice big farm? Let me guess.
This is a
Where she'll have plenty of room to run around.
Yes.
Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, you all had pets. You also had enemies. I think we all know what the metaphor actually means. You were planning on having her murdered.
What? No, of course not.
What?
I fully planned on letting her go free. It's just that the Jedi Order forbids attachment, so she can't be with Anakin at the temple.
So you were going to free this child, but never let him see his mother again.
Well, technically, yes. There's a bit more question from other witnesses.
All right.
There's nothing else that
How do we feel about my Qui-Gon voice and my Jar Jar Binks voice at the same
I
time?
think that's so funny. The Jar Jar Binks voice is freaking hilarious. It's really
Right.
funny.
It's not terrible, right? It's not a bad Jar Jar.
No, it's great. I do think my favorite Jar Jar Binks voice is the episode where the healthcare episode.
Hmm.
That was so funny.
Where he beats him to death with like Trey at the end or something.
Technically, he revived him because he did the
Technically, he revived Quaid. Quaid wrote that episode. Technically, he revived him. All right, it's not on paper. It's all legal.
All right. Okay, nice. Thank you.
that reveals anything as dramatic as what they just heard. Jabba soon grows bored and dismisses court early so that he can enjoy a dinner with the rest of the jury. While court may be adjourned for the day, the press are all just getting started on sharing the news from the proceedings. Countless pieces raise questions about the bold statements given today. Many are horrified and release articles questioning the Jedi's practices. They question why the Jedi go out of their way to separate children from their parents, and even the very principles of the Jedi Order, which forbids
I
attachment.
do think that I
So
found a very
I
good
think
pause
that
point
everyone can
for.
agree that this was an
Sorry,
eye.
what?
I think I found a very good like ding, ding like where I put those like ding ding. I think I put them in a very good moment for all like Jabba has to go enjoy dinner with the jury. Like that. That's a good spot to have it, right? Like I'm pretty sure I found a good every time. I found a good spot.
I would agree for sure. I thought it was well placed.
Well,
sure.
Quaid, you're the writer. How do you feel about it?
I think you did a good job with that. You
Okay,
really-
thank you.
The opening night about the Jedi. Let's take a moment to make sense of everything we've just heard. We have this representative of a megachurch taking money and smuggling children from occupied worlds and using it to buy kids off backwater worlds to bring to their temple, where their parents lose all access to them. I'm starting to think that this Qui-Gon might not really be a Jedi and could be some kind of pervert. Or maybe those two things are the same thing.
His rant becomes the most watched news stream of the night, painting the Jedi Order in a
The
different light.
most
and leaving
watched
people
news
demanding
stream of the
answers.
night.
Mace can only step in front of
Or
the
maybe
crowd,
those
beating
things
on the
could be
doors of
the
temple
same
in Coruscant
thing.
and explain.
It's honestly like really funny. Good job. I honestly feel like this was a great job on Quaid's part.
And how Qui-Gon's words did not reflect those of the Jedi Order as a whole. While the Jedi find themselves neck deep in controversy, Palpatine sits in his home, watching HoloNet Wars with near constant
HoloNet
laughter.
Wars.
He looks through the comments of the video, reveling in the suspicion and anger directed towards his enemies. In his years of plotting, he never could have predicted anything like this. His grand plan hinged on him being able to discredit the Jedi, but Qui-Gon is managing to do in a single day what Palpatine planned to do in years. As he enjoys the stream, his mind is already considering how he can pour more fuel into the fire. The Jedi might not need help
You
to
will
destroy
not
themselves.
believe what the Jedi are
He's
doing
happy to
right
offer
now.
his aid.
Holy
As he gets more
fuck.
snacks, Palpatine contacts Maul with new orders. The next day begins with another round of witness testimonies. Most of them seem unimportant and do not grab nearly as much attention as the last. It seems like yesterday's momentum might fizzle out. That is, until Ben receives a call about someone who wishes to testify.
Great and mighty Jabba. I would like to call another individual to the stand.
Ben gestures toward the courtroom door,
Another
which bursts
individual
open.
to the
Standing in the doorway
stand,
is a tall
please.
figure, his hood covering his face as he walks over. It is only when he reaches the stand that he removes his cloak to reveal the fierce visage of Darth Maul.
Just who in the twin sons is this?
My name is Maul, and I am a victim of
There
the
was like,
Jedi's abuse. I have come to tell my story.
Wait,
The
wait.
great and
Quaid wants
There
to say
was a
something.
comment
Never met
that
this man in my
somebody
life.
said,
Hold
I have
on,
no
pause
idea what
it.
he's talking
Pause.
about.
Point of order.
All right,
Your
one
great
second.
and mighty man.
there was like a
Great
comment.
question.
Somebody said that I should have introduced him as Maul Goodman. It's like, okay, I really should have done that.
Yeah, but also Quaid, that's such low hanging fruit. I think that what you did is so much funnier than that. Because like the Better Call
can-
Maul
right order.
sticker in the Deadpool thing is like that's a kiss on a thing that's already pretty funny, right?
Yeah.
But
yeah.
this having Darth Maul come in and be like, "This is what the Jedi did to me," is like that's so fucking funny. Like it is. There were like the only thing that would have made this more funny is if Ben Quadraneros was like, "Tell us on the doll where they touched you, Darth Maul." Yeah, like that's what's happening, and that's so fucking funny. Like it is really funny.
Yeah, I would agree.
I would say that having Darth Maul be the other lawyer would have been like, it would have been an interesting concept, but Ben Quadraneros being like, "Okie dokie," like that's funnier than having him just as like a character witness is it's funnier. Yeah. I think that you made the funnier choice. Is what I'm gonna say.
I agree. I think that it's way funnier that he's this victim of the Jedi, and that's what's on his tagline. That's
Yeah, but he also keeps being like he keeps fucking up his own story like so heavily and badly. Being like, I swear I'm 22. And like you just said you're 22. Well, I'm 19 now. Okay, let's
But this person has never been scheduled to appear. I must object to this interruption of our... The great and mighty Jabba will permit this interruption.
Okay,
Maul
wait.
begins
Can
to
we
tell his
pause
story.
1 second?
He speaks of how he was a young.
So after this is like Quaid has never given me any Jabba lines after. He only gave me like the one like "Ooh, da, rah, rah, boom, rah, rah," and I read it. And now every time that droid interrupts, you can hear Jabba doing something in the back. Like he's either laughing or like I put that in of my own accord. No Quaid. This is all Steve. Just if you hear it, it's me. Okay.
I think that's great. That's really funny. Who's the one who wrote where the clone smears Grievous with the rocket launcher?
Oh, that was mine too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Quaid knows how to write funny episodes.
He does.
Child on Dathomir, when the Jedi lured him away from his planet, he described how he used to walk the jungles while his mother gathered herbs for her spells. But then he was approached by a group of people who appeared from the trees and offered him candy if he went with them. The next thing he knew, he was being shoved in a dark windowless speeder and taken away. For the next 20 years, Maul was made to serve the Jedi Temple, cleaning their floors, washing their robes, and help them construct cheap communicators in an underground factory to help raise funds for the Order. There, he dealt with a Jedi who mocked him for his red skin and the fact that his mother was a witch. It was only recently that
And
Maul
the
was able to
fact that
escape.
his mother was a
But when he heard
witch.
of the trial, he felt moved to come forward.
The mighty Jabba applauds this child for his bravery. He thanks him for that moving testimony.
Child, this monster looks 40.
I am 22, you scrap pile. I should tear out your... what I mean is, I apologize for losing my temper. Monster. That's what they used to call me back at the temple. Yes, I know how I look. This is what years of mistreatment have done to me. Look at me.
When
This
I
is
wrote
what
this,
happens if
it
you're
was
not
like, I was actually
exposed to
looking up
natural
Maul's
sunlight.
tweets.
Wait, come on,
16
Quaid. This
hours.
is so funny. Wait, Quaid, you're interrupting your own funny
Oh, sorry.
line.
Okay. I was trying to add something so that I was saying that this was actually because I was searching Maul's age and I legit thought he was 40, but I thought, wait, he's only 22?
Yeah, wait a minute.
This year.
Okay, can we go back? Like, because what Quaid wrote is actually very funny. Like, I do want to, yeah. Okay. Quaid, I'm sorry to interrupt
This monster
your own
looks
joke.
40.
No worries.
I'm 22, you scrap pile. I should tear out your... what I mean is, I apologize for losing my temper. Monster.
Golf.
That's what they used to call me back at the temple. Yes, I know how I look. This is what years of mistreatment have done to me. Look at me. This is what happens if you're not exposed to natural sunlight after working 16 hours a day in the acid mines.
Acid mines? I thought you said you were working in an underground sweatshop.
Did I? It's my horrible memory. I apologize. The fumes from the chemicals have damaged my mind. Sometimes I can't even remember my own name. Imagine that. A 19-year-old who can't even remember his own...
You said you were 22.
I'm pretty sure I said I was
Imagine that.
If you require proof, here is my birth certificate.
He produces an envelope from his tunic and offers it on the bench. Inside is a crudely written text saying, I'm 19 in about 2,000.
Well, Lord Inquisitor Dunn thinks you're the most comedic genius who ever lived, Quaid.
That's really funny. That is so funny. That is really, really funny. Oh, that's brilliant. That is so funny. I love it. That is really, really, really.
I don't know which part you're laughing at, but I assume it's
it's the crudely written bit. I'm 19.
I'm 19. That, oh man, that's what you. There's so much other good comedy happening, and you laughed at that one. Oh my god.
Yeah, it's the fact that it's just like he thinks that everybody would buy this. I think that's really funny.
But also
to the bench.
Yeah.
And just like the fact that he apparently wrote it down and still couldn't keep his story straight.
Yeah, he still didn't know, even though he wrote it in crayon himself. He's like, I think I'm gonna get away with this, master.
Inside is a crudely written text saying, I'm 19 in about 2,000 credits underneath. Jabba discreetly slides underneath the stand and declares that this document appears to be legitimate.
Please stop.
You actually believe in this? This man is clearly a Sith. Look at his long yellow eyes. Look at his horns.
That is enough of your space racism, Qui-Gon. The great and mighty Jabba says the only word out of you, and he shall
Okay,
have
so
you
wait,
charged with
I
both
rewrote
you
this
bigot.
line. Okay, I rewrote this whole droid line because like I feel like Quaid didn't make it more obvious that like they're not okay with space racism, but like at the same time they're so okay with enough space racism to take care of their. Okay, so Quaid, do you remember what you wrote? Because I rewrote this whole what this droid says right now.
I think I said one more one more word out of you, and I'm having you charged as a bigot as well.
Yeah, yes. I think it was very short, but I made it much more drawn out because it's court. We're in the courtrooms, you know? All right, can we go back in like 5 seconds or whatever? And
No problem.
That is enough of your space racism, Qui-Gon. The great and mighty Jabba says that one more word out of you, and he shall have you charged for profiling. You bigot.
Qui-Gon opens his
You
mouth to
bigot.
protest, but then sits down and decides better of it. While he's quiet and Maul finishes his testimony, Ben straightens his tunic and calls his next witness, Queen Padme Amidala.
Great and mighty Jabba, we've established that this Master Qui-Gon was planning to remove the boy's mother to some farm and likely murder her. But let us address the other person in this company, this Queen Amidala. Surely we all agree it's rather suspicious that he has this girl traveling with him. How do we know that this is not another kidnapping victim?
Hey, I can speak for myself.
Ah, excellent. All right, go ahead and tell the court how traumatized you are.
I'm not. I assure you that neither Qui-Gon nor the Jedi have done anything questionable towards me.
Oh, dear. That's the trauma speaking, child. Do not worry. As we've seen with Maul, there is nothing to be afraid of. Tell me, your Grand Hutness, doesn't it seem a little convenient that a 14-year-old girl just happens to be traveling with a Jedi and just happens to have the finances to pay for the release of a slave boy?
Because I am the queen and I have money. Like, so much money.
Likely because he stole her from her home and stole her family's wealth. Just imagine it. Some poor, hard-working father waking up and finding his daughter is missing along with all his savings. Oh, how heartbreaking.
Have you always been this insane? Or has the heat stroke from lying in your busted-up pod racer for hours after it broke down getting to you?
That's such a good diss. That's such a good diss. Also, Quaid, your diss was good, but I improved that diss a little bit. I did. I don't even remember what yours was, but it was like, I think it was like the heat plus the fumes or something. Yeah. And I was like, okay, well, I have to reword this so that like she's just like, get sucked, Ben Quadraneros. And he's like, what the fuck?
I do wonder what his plan was. Just like convince Padme that she's like traumatized.
I mean, it is funny that he's like he is trying to convince her. I even added the no, little girl, we all know.
Okay. Yeah, it's funny. I love this.
Reconsider your tone and what you are saying. This is a court of law, after all, and one interested in truth. We are here to help victims like you, whether you like it or not.
If you were interested in helping me, then get your face away from me. Your breath is vile.
Now, I'm going to assume that this is just the trauma talking, and you don't fully understand your situation, because otherwise the court will have to surmise that you might be complicit in this. And the thing about my breath is obviously a complete lie.
And what is that supposed to mean?
People might just assume something crazy. Like, you might intend to marry this boy and make him your child husband, you sick, twisted pervert.
For a moment, Padme says nothing.
That's great. That's really funny. That's so funny. Oh, that's really great. That's really.
You like that?
Yeah, that was hilarious. So funny.
Look at her face. She's like, "How dare you say that about me?" You bitch.
Perfect edit, honestly. Usually the visuals are not like the best, but that one was actually perfectly.
She just looks at him, considering his words, and then she screams as she leaps over the stand. Ben's eyes widen as Padme tackles him. His chair falls over behind him as Padme rains down punches at his face. DL5 takes one step to intervene, makes a calculation, and decides sitting down is the best course of action.
She's attacking my lawyer. This has to be against the rules.
The mighty will allow this. He finds this funnier than anything else that's happened so far.
Jabba waves off the approaching Gamorrean guards and then falls over laughing when Padme knees Ben right between the legs. The Hutt grips his belly and rolls on his back, tears forming in his enormous eyes.
The mighty Jabba commands the small female to hit the council in the throat. Now he says gouge his eyes out. He wants to see them rolling on the floor.
In the jury box, Zero, Gardula, and the twin cousins are placing side bets, while in the audience, Jar Jar is cheering Padme on. DL5 slowly lowers his head into his hand and shakes his head. Qui-Gon himself steps in to pry Padme from the hapless lawyer, pulling her away as she continues to thrash again at him.
The mighty Jabba declares that the hearing will continue. Queen Amidala's violent objection is appreciated, noted, and sustained.
Padme is escorted out, cheered on by the jury and observers in the crowd. DL5 watches all of this happen, and for the first time since the trial began, seems to arrive at a conclusion. He has been trying to win fair and square in a place that has no interest in fairness. Every time Ben throws mud, the room roars with approval. Every time someone acts uncouth or throws punches, Jabba sides with them. So he decides to try something else.
If the court will permit me, I have a statement I wish to make. There was a case I worked on, Coruscant, a few years back. A man was once acquitted for a double murder despite a mountain of evidence in a bloody trial leading directly to his door. Why? Because his lawyer spun an excellent story. If that is what is required here and now, then let's give it a try. Let me ask the court this. If that man can get away with murder, why can't my client take this 9-year-old he's known for one afternoon back to his temple?
There is a beat of silence as everyone stares dumbfounded at DL5. Then Jabba slaps his tail against the bench and begins banging on the table as the laughter restarts. Who declares it the most compelling argument made all trial? DL5 raises his head at this victory and thanks Jabba for his wisdom. Outside, the news organizations are already writing the headlines for today's case.
Why can't my client get away with it? Droid lawyer equates murder to Jedi recruitment. Why can't a grown Jedi take a 9-year-old boy back to his temple?
AXJF5 doesn't even need to edit it.
But you like my news reporter? Hold on. Go back to those news reporter Jedi. I mean, robots. Listen to the news reporter.
Murder to Jedi recruitment.
I love that. That's funny.
A 9-year-old boy back to his temple.
Wait,
hold on. One more time. One more time. Go back.
The clip through
Everyone quiet.
News organizations are already writing the headlines for today's case.
Why can't my client get away with it? Droid lawyer equates murder to Jedi recruitment. Why can't a grown Jedi take a 9-year-old boy back to his temple?
That's
good. That's good.
Yeah,
that's awesome.
The clip 3 times over to his audience.
You heard it yourself, folks. They're comparing themselves to a murderer now, openly, in court.
The original line was
and they
literally
are saying the quiet part out loud.
Sorry, what was it?
The original line I had was literally just, if OJ can get away with murder, why can't my client take home this child? But
oh man, that's great.
OJ was a droid.
Poor child knows.
I mean, OJ sounds like a droid.
So let me ask you this.
It does. Yeah, that's actually a really funny comparison.
How many more kids have to go work in the acid mines before we open our eyes?
The clip crosses 100 million views by morning. By then, more and more
Before we open our eyes.
What started as just a demand for transparency and answers as to what Qui-Gon was doing on Tatooine turns into an ugly protest. People now wave signs accusing the Jedi of being a cult, demanding the Senate to investigate their labor practices and for Child Protective Services to raid their temple. Some protesters even create a Yoda effigy, which is promptly set on fire. Inside, the council chamber is a mess, as none of the Jedi Masters have gotten more than a couple of hours of sleep, as they've been dealing with a storm of transmissions from senators demanding answers, concerned parents calling and asking about their children, and several activist groups demanding they be allowed to inspect the temple. All the while, the screen continues to play updates of the Qui-Gon versus Watto trial. Master Dooku watches all of this with growing frustration, and once he hears of DL5's statement about murder, he slowly takes a deep breath. The Jedi Master abruptly gets to his feet and announces he is putting an end to this nonsense. Palpatine has been rapidly watching.
Hey guys, come on! Ding ding.
Senate session, right? A meeting with Plagueis, but he doesn't care. This trial is quickly becoming his favorite show, so he remains in his mansion, feet up, with a bowl of snacks beside him. A smile on his face as he reads through the outraged comments.
Amazing.
Then he replays Padme attacking Ben and starts laughing once
Oh
again.
my
By the time
God.
the next day rolls around, even Qui-Gon is
She's from the
recognizing
same
how bad
planet
the
as
situation
me.
is. He attempts to
Crazy.
post explanations or talk to people about what he meant, but they all fall on deaf ears. His only real success seemed to come from DL5's comment about getting away with murder, but that is clearly backfiring in the court of public opinion. Now this leaves him racking his brain trying to think of a solution and prove his point. However, as he makes his way to the courthouse, he's surprised that the cameras and recording droids are not focused on him. Instead, they are turning to a new arrival, whose ship appears outside the courthouse. Qui-Gon narrows his eyes as he recognizes the pattern of the starship and sees it as his master. Dooku steps down the landing ramp of his gleaming ship and walks through the crowd, his face completely impassive as he ignores dozens of reporters asking for statements. This distraction gives Qui-Gon a chance to sneak in without anyone seeing him and reaches the courtroom. He finds Dooku striding inside. Jabba, Watto, and Ben are already there, as well as DL5, who looks at Qui-Gon and cocks his head.
All right, this trial has gone on long enough. I'm here to put an end to this. Mr. Watto, I'm prepared to offer you a generous settlement if you allow us to drop these charges and let us leave with the boy.
Just who do you think you are, Jedi? I already told your friends I don't accept Republic credits. There's not enough of that in the galaxy for me to... It's a lot of zeros. All right, maybe there are enough credits. Fine, the boy can go.
Dooku nods as he holds up the datapad and transfers the money to the Toydarian. He does the same to Ben, more than clearing his student loans. The pod racer shakes his hand.
More
and
than
hurries
clearing
off.
his
He then
student
walks towards
loans.
Jabba and the jury and offers his bribe to them. Surprisingly, Jabba is happy to accept a smaller amount than usual thanks to his cheery mood during
This
his
is
trial.
so funny. Can we
Within 10
pause
minutes,
for one
the charges
second?
are dropped.
Wait, this is so fucking funny that Dooku just shows up and like clears everybody's debts and is just like, "What the hell are you doing, Qui-Gon? Didn't I teach you?" it's so like he figured out a certain amount of Republic credits that even Toydarian would accept.
Like, you know that movie Small Soldiers?
Yes,
Yeah, I love that movie.
the
Like,
guy
I
in
was
the
like-
back of the truck.
Yeah, I was imagining it's like the end where it's like the CEO just walks up to all like the
Yeah.
families, and them all the checks.
He's like, "Wait a minute, this is also going to be a lot of emotional damage." It's like, and he's like, "Okay, that'll probably take care of it." Yeah.
There's not enough money in the world that they can repair that. They can make this up.
That's so funny that's your away point. Small
honestly think that's
Soldiers. Yeah, I do. I have seen Small Soldiers, and I remember
I
that
know.
moment where he's just giving away checks. Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what's happening right now.
I need to rewatch that sometime. I haven't watched it in years, but I really thought that movie was so funny.
It's a special movie, man. It really is. Yeah.
And Jabba declares that Anakin can depart with Qui-Gon. Then, and only then, does Dooku turn to Qui-Gon. He then grabs his former Padawan's ear and begins to twist it.
You see how easy that was? That was all you needed to do, and you could have avoided all this humiliation.
Ow, Master, please. I was doing my best.
Your best. Half of Coruscant wants to raid the Jedi Temple because they're convinced we are running a human trafficking ring within its walls. If this is your best,
Within
I
its
shudder
walls.
to consider what your second best is. Why, in Lucas's name, didn't you just pay him off as I taught you?
I tried. Watto didn't take credits.
Evidently, he does. Even so, why not the Hutts?
I assumed I could win the court case.
And why did you think that?
Because I had a case against them. I knew I was right, and I had faith in the justice system.
You had faith in the... Why would you... Well, just... Wow. I have failed you as a master. I don't know what else to say. Well, now that you have that damn boy, let us leave this dust ball and put it all behind us.
However, their departure does not go as unnoticed as they like. Maul watches them leave from his little corner in the shadows and sends a message to Palpatine, who begins to make preparations for this
All
disappointing
right. Well,
outcome.
how did
when
you
the
guys
Naboo
feel about
delegation
that?
arrives on Coruscant.
About that little moment? Because like I think
I
it's,
thought it was great.
it's
I thought it
very
was
very
so
funny. Quay, that's so funny. Like, why did you like the ear pinch and everything? I'm like, oh my god! Like, even as I was recording, I'm like, I don't know if this. I'm like, you know what? This is kind of good.
Yeah.
Aha, master! You idiot! What the fuck have you been doing here?
Didn't I always tell you, bribe, bribe, bribe?
Yeah, bribe every time and smile later. You fool!
You had faith in the justice system?
Yeah, what the hell? In what system? You know how many justice systems there are? There are so many. All of them corrupt.
You thought the
Especially
Hutts-
this one. Especially this one.
Yeah.
I honestly love it. It's so funny.
After being delayed for almost a week with everything that happened on Tatooine, Yoda is there to meet them. The Grand Master appears haggard, with deep bags under his eyes, and his hands gripping his cane tightly. As the Jedi Master presents Anakin Skywalker to the Council, Yoda gives him a look so dirty that Qui-Gon feels it cutting right through him. Yoda looks over at Anakin, unimpressed. He closes his eyes and takes a deep breath, then agrees to test the boy. After everything that happened, it would be a waste not to. Just then, a Republic gunship appears outside the council chamber windows and flashes its searchlights at them. From loudspeakers, the pilot announces that they are the Coruscant police. Several police droids immediately swing from the gunship, smashing through the windows and rushing the council members before they can draw their weapons. One droid grabs Yoda, twisting his arm behind his back, and begins to search his tunic until they find a bag with pills.
Scanning. Substance confirmed. This is ketamine.
Prescription I have for that.
And planning to meet up with a minor, too. Not a good look, Grandmaster.
Police brutality. Police brutality.
Duke is cut off by a stun baton to the stomach, and as he doubles over, a group of droids pounces and piles on top of him. Qui-Gon tries to raise his hand and protest. However, the police droids are having none of it, and one of them unloads a can of pepper spray at him. Qui-Gon falls over, coughing and covering his burning eyes and screaming as his legs fail under him. It takes 4 police droids to wrestle him into the gunship while Anakin is escorted to a different ship. The process takes less than 5 minutes, but a camera droid
This
happens
was
to
a
record
wild,
everything and
like,
plays it all over
you
the holonet.
couldn't help yourself, could you, Quaid? Like, I was like, the story's over, and you're like, well, I do have to make all of them get fucked over by the government. Like, we have to do it.
Oh, this one. Well, if the previous scene was based on Small Soldiers, this one was based on Shrek 2.
Yeah. Yeah,
That's really funny.
I also changed your Yoda line from like I'm carrying that from I was like a prescription I have because he's so old, like he would probably have a prescription, right? Like for ketamine maybe.
Yeah, that's true.
So I thought it was funnier. I don't know. How about Lord Inquisitor? So the original line was holding that for someone I am. And I changed it to prescription I have for that. Like I don't know. I thought that mine was funnier, but like Quaid, what do you think?
I thought it was really funny.
Yeah, I think both of them work, honestly.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah, I like the have it prescription I have for it a little bit better. I think that's pretty good.
Prescription I have for that. All right, and meeting a minor. All right, whatever you say, Grandmaster. All right, let's finish it. We're so
Net Wars AXJN5 celebrates the arrest of the Jedi.
You see that, everyone? This is what happens when the people stand up against the Deep Republic. We get voodoo done. The Gremlin Grandmaster is now behind bars.
We get
alongside his
voodoo
buddy and
done.
that human trafficker Qui-Gon Jinn. But the fight is not over yet. Oh no, not by a long shot. Now is the time for us to keep pushing them. I propose we storm the Jedi Temple. All of us. Come on now. They can't stop us all.
Meanwhile, in the Jedi Temple, Mace Windu and what's left of the Jedi Council watch this unfolding. The Jedi Master can only wipe sweat from his brow and mutter that he's lucky he decided not to drive Yoda there this time. Lastly, this footage soon becomes evidence in the Senate for Palpatine to campaign.
You know,
for a
I
vote
didn't
of no
really
confidence
get
against
that
Chancellor
joke
Flora.
until just
He
now.
argues
Like
that
I
the
recorded
Chancellor
it
was
with
weak
my
for
own
allowing all
voice,
this to
and I didn't get it until just then.
What's the joke? I didn't quite get it.
The joke is that he didn't drive Yoda, so like, because if he was driving Yoda, he would have been picked up for ketamine possession as well. Like that's the joke, I think.
No,
Right?
the joke is that he's black.
Oh, Jesus, Quaid. That's even worse. It's like I don't think in Star Wars they have those prejudices.
Well, it's against aliens in Star Wars.
Okay. Yeah, we all know that in Star Wars, black people are aliens compared to regular white people. Or whatever. Would that mean that you're an alien too, Quaid?
I guess.
To me,
I know for sure I am. I know
I'm
for
like,
sure I am.
They're like us, but slightly different. They've got dark hair and squinty eyes.
You have darker hair than me.
That's true.
Watch.
And maybe you're
As you
squinty
can see,
eyes.
today is a dark day for the Republic. Well, our police force has deemed Qui-Gon's actions unacceptable and taken action. This is just the beginning. This trial revealed much about the Jedi's practices, and I intend to get to the bottom of it. That is why I ask the public and Senate support in my next project in order to ensure the security and continued stability of the Republic. All evidence of Jedi malpractices shall be gathered and compiled. Once enough evidence has been gathered, I shall release the Qui-Gon files.
Yeesh. That's our theory. Star Wars is a galaxy filled with exciting stories.
Yeah. I didn't know.
Perfect capper.
There were
That's
so
a
many
perfect
like
capper.
moments where I'm like, should I record this? Like I was like, I don't think I want to record this as a line. And then I was like, I mean, like what harm does it have? And I'm like, so much harm. There's so much harm. So whatever. No one's gonna pull that back on me, maybe.
It's comedy, and besides, you didn't write it.
It's true. It's true. It's true. Quaid wrote it. It's coming back to Quaid.
People have been saying this, have been suggesting this stuff in the comments for months now.
I know, and I've
We
seen
just
it.
started the spoken word.
I think that I think the reason that I was okay with it was because everything else in it was funny. Like the whole episode was funny, and that's just like a like a brutalized version of humor at the end.
Yes.
I also thought of like 4 or 5 other last lines, but I'm like, it is fun. That is the funniest line. Like we must release the. Maybe it should have been the Jedi files, not the Qui-Gon files.
Oh, yeah.
That was my other, like the Jedi files need to be released.
That's true.
That's honest. Honestly, that was really funny. I was very impressed by the chops of our good Mr. Quaid.
The question is, how do we do this in Game of Thrones?
I think that. Well, here's the thing: is like you guys both have pretty good powers when it comes to dialogue.
Yeah,
and it's very obvious, Quaid, that you do not use the AI for your dialogue. Like your dialogue is like always very heavy, and like Lord Inquisitor Dunn, I don't even know if you use a single fucking ounce of AI. There's been like one time where I'm like, this seems like an AI in line, but like that's about it. Like the one time where I'm like, wait.
Yeah, it was probably just because I used a phraseology that I'm like, I like this phraseology.
You know, be really interesting is if you guys both wrote that same episode of like Brienne of Tarth and the Hound, and you write it, and you have to get these two characters from this point to this point, and they're not allowed to ever break up at all, but they have to get from this point to this point, and you both write that story, and you see where that is, and then you have to like mash the two stories together to see like where they actually get. Wouldn't that be cool?
Yeah, that would be cool. We had an episode where so all the voices people still think you're AI. Yeah.
Don't say that to me. No, but that would be cool. Like if you guys both use your minds to think about like what would these two characters do, and then you both do the same story from this end to this end, and they're not allowed to kill each other, and they're not allowed to. I mean, they're allowed to fight each other for sure, but they have to get to the end together, and they have to like. Maybe we could kill one character. Maybe Pod dies, or Arya dies.
Pod.
Well, you have to have Pod and Arya there. Pod and Arya also have to be there.
Yeah.
Okay.
But also, like, this is what I feel you're both going to do is Pod and Arya run off together, and then these two are like, well, we got to fucking find them.
Mom and Dad keep fighting. I don't know what to do anymore.
Yeah, and Pod's like, I know, Dad is. I mean, Mom is terrible, but I assume Dad's pretty terrible too.
I did suggest to Charlie, what if Tyrion and Jon became mummers? I really want to do that one.
Yeah,
because
I
think because it's basically they're just the tension is just, are they going to make a good play? That's it.
Yeah.
They just grab like a bunch of different play actors, people who will be in plays, like Braun, Roz.
Varys would be good.
I don't know if they could get Varys in. My thought is like they're traveling south and they just kind of pick up people. Maybe they even like pick up Gren, pick up Sam and Pip.
Yeah.
Sam, Pip, and Satin, and just say, hey, we just won't tell anybody that you left the Night's Watch.
Yeah. We'll say, it's recruitment.
And I just think that would be fun. That would be really funny if, like, I just think that would be really, really amusing to just have them be like a bunch of mummers, and they kind of suck at it, and they get booed off the stage.
Do you think it would be like that episode of Avatar where they're watching the play based on their lives?
Yeah, kind of like the Ember Island players. That would be really funny. But yeah, Boba, I would totally love to do that experiment.
Yeah. Oh my god! What
if I mean, the reason I always say this is because I do truly believe that Sandor Clegane and Brienne of Tarth are like two of the most hilarious characters in all of Game of Thrones. Like everything about them is funny.
I would agree.
Brienne of Tarth is far more tragic than Sandor Clegane. Change my mind. Sandor Clegane is far more tragic than Brienne of Tarth. Change my mind. Like that's the kind of like in my brain, I'm like, they're both so tragic, but they're also so funny. And and they have the same goal and they do the same shit. They should be able to have like, there should be a fun buddy cop humor comedy between the two of them. And then it would be like Arya and Pod being like, my lady, and she was like, I'm not a lady, and like, and Arya being like, fuck you, and him being like, shut up, we're talking with the lady knight. You know, like there could be so many fun things happening. Come on, guys, you guys don't like that? You don't like this idea? What the hell's wrong with
this
you?
idea. I like this idea. I've told you multiple times that I would like to do this idea.
The house is gonna be like, shut up, you kids. One more word, I'm selling you back to the Lannisters.
Yeah. It also might be one of those things where like I came up with the idea, so I get really persnickety about it, and I'm like, no, you gotta rewrite this. You gotta rewrite that. I've done that before. Remember the Halloween episode, Quinn?
Yeah. The dinner for 5.
Dinner for 5 became my episode. Like, it's technically credited for somebody else writing it, but like I basically went in and was like, yeah, we gotta throw in this and get rid of that and do this. Yeah, I rewrote the whole thing. It's basically mine. Anyway.
Yeah, I am totally down to do it. I've done multiple road trip episodes. I pioneered the first.
You have, but this is the thing, though. Your road trip episode is not allowed to bring you to the old Isles of Valeria, where like a bunch of fucking demons are snaking around each other. This has to be 2 people just moving together.
Yeah,
that's all.
I'd be down to do that. Yeah, I can do that.
Like,
that's not a problem.
Like they're just talking, you know, like that.
Yeah.
So we're also getting we're almost up to a very high point in episodes. And I was thinking, like, if we do something like this, we should make it so that almost the entirety of the script is just script, like just characters talking. And then I can get my actor friends, and then we can record it and have we could film us recording it, and then we can make like a video being like, this is what we're gonna do for the 400th episode or something, or 500th episode.
Well, I mean, if you really wanna like convince Charles to do it, one good thing I always do is like, okay, write a little bit of it just to have something to show him, and he'll usually go, oh, okay, this is pretty good. Like, I think we could make this work.
Yeah,
that'll mean I have to rent a studio to do it, though.
No, I mean the script, like just the script, like, okay, where we have a bit of written already.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, so maybe like for our 600th episode or something.
Yeah.
Since we're about,
how many have you written already?
For Three-Eyed Theorist,
yeah,
we have 569 videos.
Whoa! And we just started last year. Wait, no, not last year. Last year.
I think part of it, I think, is just the fact that initially there was, I think, a few 3-parters.
Yeah.
And that kind of inflates things just a tad.
Well, yeah, they also like they put the full movies out, which
that's true.
That's also like a. But we, don't think about that. Think about the fact that we are getting close to a 600th episode.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I can tell you exactly how many episodes are out because I label every single episode, and I just did one today. So let's see. You guys ever heard my Nicolas Cage impression?
Yeah, I remember. I did.
Oh yeah. I did. I heard it. It was pretty spot on, and I'm looking for clues. If we could find the exact 3-eyed scum. 382. 382, is that right? Hey?
Let me check as well. Yep, 382. That is correct.
Well, damn. Okay, never mind. So I thought that I could get insider information, but it turns out all the information is the same. So 382 is exactly what it is. 382.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, what can you do?
Well, we wanted to do a Star Wars one that was like the 500th episode, and we're now like, what are we?
750.
750. We're almost at 1,000. So like, once we get to it, that we have to do something like that, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so when we get to Game of Thrones, maybe we could do 400. Like that. I mean, I've got friends who are actors, guys. We could do it. We could do like something weird and crazy. Like we could.
I like it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm down. I have no objections to this.
I
like
think
this plan.
the idea is that we have to make the script only like almost only dialogue. That's the thing we have to do.
Mm. Okay. Yeah, I can definitely. I like writing dialogue, so I think that'd be fun.
Yeah,
I'd be down.
Although
there
I feel like,
go ahead.
I feel like if they're traveling together, they'd end up starting a lot of fights too. Like that's just like everywhere they go, they end up getting in a fight with someone. So I feel like there's gonna have to be some action too.
Yeah, like the wandering bandits, broken men.
Yeah,
that sort of thing.
Well, the thing, yes. So okay, I'm not saying that there can't be any action. But we have to like the narration stuff has to, because then it'll just be me being like, and then this happens, and then this happens, and then this happens, and then this happens. But like we can do that, but then it has to be like ah, and then you can have her yelling and me yelling or whatever, like ching 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 ching, and they fight, and then it goes back to like, and then he kicks her in the chest. It just can't be like a 2-page action sequence.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
It can be like a couple of sentences of like I kick her in the chest. Like imagine you're watching a play.
Yeah, okay.
In a play, people don't fight for fucking 15 goddamn minutes, right? They kick each other over and then they're like, ah! Like write it like a play. Write it like a play.
I think I've done. I can do that. I could do that. I feel like I could do that. You've actually had problems with me putting little narration bits in the middle of fights. Occasionally.
I have that problem with everybody, but it's because this is different than what that is different than this. I don't like it. I don't like when you're like, and then they stand up. Like, obviously they're standing up. Like if they're standing up, who gives a flying like, do they need to stand up? Do we need to know they stood up? I assume they stood up. Fuck you for even making me think that they wouldn't do that. You asshole. Just kidding. I didn't say that.
Yeah, I'd be down. I would totally be down. We got the meeting on Wednesday.
Yeah.
So
tomorrow, right?
Yeah, let's bring it up.
It's tomorrow. Oh.
What? It's tomorrow. Oh, it's tomorrow for Quaid, not for us.
Oh, right.
Quaid lives in a future time.
Yeah.
All right.
What time is it again?
Before we go, can you play for us the intro to the television show Cops, but the animated Cops?
Wait, animated Cops? You mean like the Shrek one?
No, it's not a movie. It's not a movie. It's a show. It's a show.
Wait, they actually had an animated.
Right here. No, he found it.
Jesus.
Yeah. Come on. Full screen.
It's not letting me do full screen yet.
Cops, central organization of police specialists, fighting crime in a future time, protecting Empire City from Big Boss and his gang of crooks.
Come on, Quaid. Come on, Cops. Look at that. Did you see those two?
It's crime.
It's crime fighting time. Yeah.
Oh, that's hilarious.
It's like Ghostbusters, but for regular criminals instead of ghost criminals.
That's great. I love that. That's hilarious.
Wow. So even in the future, the cops are still overly funded. The cop had a literal rocket launcher.
Yeah, the one guy had a laser that cut a hole out of the road.
Look, I'm pretty sure they did more damage than the actual.
Yeah, play it again. Let's see how much damage the cops do. Can we actually like go back to the beginning? No, go back to all the way to the beginning where it goes cops, because we have to judge how much it costs. Look, that was a golden bag.
Fighting crime in a future time. Protecting Empire City from Big Boss and his gang of crooks.
This guy just got a baton. This guy's got. Wait, he did a good job. Look at this guy. Look, he's got. Look at his car. His car is like a transformer.
Yeah, it looks like a tank.
Yeah. Oh. That guy's got a gun in his chest. He's also clearly a villain. Cop.
Okay.
This man and this woman throw a cop car.
A laser rocket launcher.
Cops.
That's amazing.
You guys have never seen Cops?
I have
no. I.
It's a Canadian cartoon show, by the way. I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure the guy who does the voice for like Cops is like he's a Canadian man who is not black, by the way. Like he is a white man who does the voice for this guy.
I missed it by I was on like I was not even born when this show came out. So, and I don't
Listen,
think
I wasn't born when this show came out either. What are you trying to prove?
Well, I'm just saying, like, when I didn't have cable, to the channels that I watched when I was on vacation, when I would just be at a random hotel as a child when we went on a vacation, just didn't have this.
Is that how you like judge cartoons that we watch? Is like when I went on vacation, I didn't get this specific cartoon. The Simpsons would have been played like a million times a day. That's why you. So hold on, is this real? You didn't get Cops because it wasn't on, right?
No, I just the main channels that I watched when I was a kid were Disney Channel and Cartoon Network, and that was pretty much it.
Do you know Reboot? I've shown you Reboot.
I didn't get to see Reboot until I think I saw it on a top 10 list of something or other.
Top
of like
10 best shows ever made, probably.
Yeah, it was on there, and then you showed me actual full episodes. I think it was on somebody's like favorite favorite animated TV shows list. But I never get a chance. I never was inclined to watch it before I started watching it with you.
Right. Wait, I've shown you Reboot, right?
Yeah, I think you have.
Do you guys want to watch one Reboot before we go, or do you guys want to get out of here?
I gotta get out of here.
Listen, if you got 22 minutes, we can do a hot Reboot. 22 minutes.
Okay. All right. Why not? All right. One episode.
Oh my God! What episode of Reboot? Okay, put in Reboot prison episode. Nope. Okay, put Reboot animated prison episode. Yeah. Oh wait. No, the second one. Oh, wait. Oh, that one. Yeah.
The TIFF.
This one. Yeah. The first one. Yeah. That one. No, that one. The one where he's got the little like microphone.
The TIFF. Okay.
Yeah, the TIFF. Yeah.
All right. Hopefully, we don't get copyright struck. Hopefully, we don't get Well, I think we'll probably not go live to watch it since we might get copyrighted.
That's fair.
I think, unless like, since it's kind of inconsistent when kind of you can watch something live.
On
YouTube, since there's some things that I have watched live, like I watched the entirety of the BBC Narnia TV show live. Didn't affect it.
Well, that's because it's from the BBC, which is the big British book of big black cocks, I think is what it's called. You guys don't think that's funny? Okay, well, you know what? I'm gonna go. I have to write a suicide letter right now. Do you don't think that's funny?
No, I think that's funny.
Okay,
I think the suicide joke was funny, but I'm also kind of amused because you took out one of my suicide jokes a while back.
Yeah, but your suicide joke wasn't as funny as mine. So
There was like a funny. There's like a comment I read for something similar where it's like Ben Shapiro doing an interview, and then the top comment was, "This wasn't what I wanted when I said Ben Shapiro destroyed by BBC."
That's funny. That's very funny.
Yeah, that's amazing. That's so funny. I love that. Yeah, let's I'm curious.
It's also on Tubi and it's also on Prime, so you can watch it from either of those two if you want a higher quality version.
Come from the net.
Well, actually, if I have the TIFF reboot TIFF.
Yeah, that's look at that.
I come from.
Oh, baby, look how much better it looks.
Peoples and cities to this place. Mainframe. My format, Guardian. To mend and defend. To defend my newfound friends. Their hopes and dreams. To defend them from their enemies.
I'll keep an eye on this to see if we get copyright instructions. Reboot might be one of those things where nobody cares enough about copyright to do anything about it.
I think that might actually be true.
They say the user lives outside the net and inputs games for pleasure.
No one knows for sure. But I intend to find out.
Reboot!
I love Reboot.
It is a creative and interesting premise.
If they ever remade Reboot properly, I would
Okay, who else?
I would beg to be Bob. I want to be Bob so bad.
That would be cool.
Awaiting your imprint. You're late for a board meeting at Fish and Chips Industries, and you missed your flight to Sector 1101.
Yes, Miss.
Where are those two? When I get my hands on them, I'll... Ah, there they are. I was really moving there, wasn't I, Bob? Hairpin banks, loop-the-loop straightaways.
And remember that wipeout?
Oh, no.
Hey, Dot, what's processing?
Yeah, you okay?
Where have you two been?
We just got
I love
off to do
that.
a little
That's
circuit
funny.
racing on our way back from school.
They're all watching. They're watching. Look at this
On the
fucker.
schedule.
Oh, come on, Dot. It doesn't hurt for Enzo to have a little fun.
You remember
Yeah.
fun, don't you, Dot?
Come on, Quaid. You know it's funny.
Bob, I was supposed to take Enzo to his ancient language class milliseconds ago. Now we're so late that my
I love
entire schedule is
how
off.
they are really
Oh,
committed
God, you have your
to
whole
the
life planned.
individual
Well, you
language.
probably know where you're
Yeah,
going to be
milliseconds
in
again?
10,030.
That would be the input-output conference in Sector 1.
Why is it always so zoomed
See?
in when they're
You gotta
talking?
take time to smell the daisy wheels.
I'd
To
love
save
to,
on
Bob, but
budget.
right now, Enzo and I are late.
Ancient languages? Mega boring. Kobold, Fortran, they're dinosaurs.
Well, they may be dinosaurs, Enzo, but you never know when they might come in handy. It's
It's
always
also his
better to be
older
prepared.
sister. She's trying to make sure he's
Problem,
okay.
Dot. You need to be more like me.
It's not his
taking
mom.
things as they
it's his
come.
older
Learning
sister.
to do things on the fly, living on the edge.
Problem? Are you saying I have a problem?
Yeah,
Yes.
I guess I am. All those
Yeah, I
plans and
guess I
schedules,
am.
They're not good for a little kid. What are you trying to do, huh? Turn poor Enzo into you? Totally pre-programmed?
Pre-programmed? Well, at least he won't be as inconsiderate and random as some people.
Random?
Guys, chill, will ya?
No, it's okay, Enzo. If your big sister feels she knows it all, far be it from me to get in her way.
Now you're talking.
Well, Dot, then why don't you put this on your schedule? I'll kiss a null before I step into this place again.
Fine by me. Bob, Dot!
Don't fight.
Didn't really mean that, did you, Dot? No, Bob?
Bob? Bob who?
Oh no.
Oh dear.
Guys, you know what this means?
They have broken up.
Yeah. But they were never together.
Bob, are you there?
Whoa, Enzo, does your sister know you're calling me? Is it on her schedule?
I don't care.
Is it on her
I miss you, Bob.
schedule?
So does Dot, but she won't admit it. Besides, who's gonna take me jetballing or circuit racing now?
I wish I could, Enzo. But you heard Dot. Spending a nanosecond with me could throw your entire life out of whack.
Well, aren't you ever coming back to the diner?
Sorry, but I don't need Dot or the diner. Nope, not me. I've got so much going on that I don't know where I'm gonna find the time to get it all done.
This is back before TikTok existed.
This is really
Hello,
funny.
please call me on the mainframe party line. My name's Kay, and I'm waiting to hear from you now.
This is such a catfish.
Yeah.
Let's get organized.
Let's get organized. Mike.
At least he didn't use the garbage disposal.
There's a very good episode
For the
with Mike the
time,
TV that
Enzo,
I wish
no,
we were
I
watching
am not
instead of
calling
this,
him.
but
Aw, Dot.
Oh, sorry. It was like you. Well, I tried to search up the Prison Break, but
no, this is the Prison Break. Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
Keep
okay.
you know, it's like a regular TV show where they have to set up the Prison Break first. You can't just
Would you mind taking care of your bill now?
now.
A tear? Oh, great.
A tear? All right.
I mean,
oh no, we better call Bob. He's the only one that can handle this.
Bob? Did you say Bob? Ha! I think I can take care of myself. Thank you. Would someone get that door?
wait, how do you feel?
Sorry about that.
Someone got the door.
Someone got
I couldn't handle things without what's his file name.
Man, Bob and Dot have both gone totally random. I better do something before someone gets hurt.
Oh, we all forgot about the racist version of
Copy and paste that.
a man who loves to play
Dot
pong.
won't talk to Bob. Bob won't talk to Dot. What can we do?
Bob and Dot. Dot and Bob. Melee and mainframe. When will it end?
Melee and mainframe.
Sure, there was ahead of his time, but at the same time predated. That's funny.
What are we supposed to do?
Calmness, everyone.
Come on.
Now listen. It is said that broken friendship is best mended by tragedy or apology.
Wow. Alphanumeric.
Wow.
Deep.
That's fucking sick.
What do you mean exactly, Fong?
I have no idea, child, but you must ponder my words.
He's only he's like a fucking robot. He dispenses wisdom and he's like, I don't know. You figure it out.
Bob! Ow! Bob! You gotta help me! Quick!
Enzo, what is it? Where are you?
It's Megabyte! He's captured me! He's holding me hostage at Old Man Pearson's data dump! Hurry, Bob! If he finds out that...
You fools! He's gotten to the vid window! Seize him!
Where'd they go?
Whoa! Hang
Whoa! Fuck, Enzo, is that for real?
Ball, that was stunning. Smashing.
Yeah, amazing,
I
see?
want to see a little more feeling from viral binom number 1. Copy?
Well, what's my motivation? Do you think he fell for it? Do you think he's coming?
Kid, you were beautiful. Marvelous.
Incredible, see?
Someone get that dog off the set. Get Megabyte back up. Places, everyone. It's time for take 2.
You have to do it again. The tiff.
Hurry! Old Man Pearson's? Hold on, little brother.
You know they
I'm on
called
my
it
way.
the TIFF because of the Toronto International Film Festival?
Interesting. I did not know that. I was thinking it was the TIFF because they get into a TIFF.
It is. That's exactly why you're right, but it is also called the TIFF because it was played at the Toronto International Film
Here they
Festival.
come.
Oh.
Get it.
Wait. They actually put him in danger?
Yes, they do.
Help! Somebody
help! Yeah.
Help! Enzo? Bob, what are you doing here?
Me? I'm here to
Look how much
rescue Enzo.
shit
What about-
Dot brought, and look how nothing that Bob brought.
Got things under control here.
They're really arguing while he's
Time
being
in that
pushed
business
into the, like, the
you
crossing
save
machine.
your own brother.
Dot also brought a helmet.
You were
She's
even available.
prepared.
I thought you'd be too busy, living on the edge and all.
Look how close they are.
Brother.
Okay, but guys,
Guys! Hello! Good morning! Somebody! Anybody! Help!
That's actually really clever that they legit put him in danger. That's some method act. That's some enforced method acting right there.
I'd like to not die, please. Yeah.
Supercomputer.
Yeah, it
And
is.
they're still
Miss
arguing as
Works
if he's
too
gonna die.
Is Brisket gonna save him? I think he does. Oh man, I can't remember.
Why are they just turning it off? Seriously.
Because they're arguing.
I mean, like, the rest of the people there.
Enzo, are you okay?
No thanks to you two.
I would have been here sooner if your sister wasn't such a...
Me? If you weren't so basic, so low density.
Oh, it's always me now, isn't it? Well, you're the basic one. Don't call me basic. I think you're about as basic as it comes. I mean, when I look up basic in the dictionary, it's you that I see, Doc.
It's you that I see, Dot. Oh no, don't punch him.
Punch him.
Ow!
Oh
God. It is said that broken friendship is best mended by tragedy or apology.
College.
Oh, yep. And we got suspended. People do care.
Oh my god.
Did we actually?
Yep, I just checked it. It was suspended for policy violations. Yeah, I guess people do care about reboot.
Oh, wow.
Okay. All right, we'll give it a second. It'll come back on. We'll give it a sec, and then we'll just end the stream, and then we'll finish up the episode. So, wow, wow! Tell her she completes you. It works.
You guys got a good voice. Give me your best voice, funniest voice.
Naughty little fly, why does it cry? Caught in a web, soon you'll be eaten.
Dad! Yeah, I know. I know that. That's a voice. It's hard to do, Quaid, but it's back in your voice, and you don't know whether you need to bring it down. Quaid?
Yes.
Wow.
What?
What? Right?
Yeah.
Lord Inquisitor? You know where
Yeah.
it's right back. It's right back in the back of your throat. You can do I bet you Quay could do it if we taught him.
Probably.
Well,
And we're back.
Craig,
We're back.
we want to bring you down to the bottom of the thing that we can do what we want to with you.
Was it toasty? Was it scrumptious? Jibble.
It's my birthday and I want it. Please, Craig.
All right. Well, it looks as though people do care about reboots, so we'll probably finish watching this in the back room, off camera. Sorry, friend.
Damn
it.
Well, we shall continue watching it, but we'll just watch it off stream. Sad to say. All right, cool. Yeah, I was correct. They do actually, unfortunately, care. Which is funny because it's on YouTube. If it's on YouTube, nobody cares.
I know. We just all assumed that you guys didn't care about us. Canadians.
Mm. Well, I care about you, at least.
Yeah. Not our media. Yeah.
All right. Well, we'll call it good for today, and I think we have to watch. We'll do this again another time. But I gotta end on the clip on one of my favorite clips of all time. It never fails to make me smile. Well, all right. We'll see you later, friends. Bye.
Bye.
Just look. What do you see?
A man. Fucking a horse.